Good morning, America. It's your girl, Simply Tennille, here live in the building at Edge Radio TV Network. I guess we're going to have a lot of fun today because guess what? I'm here by myself. The crew is not here with me. It looks like we flipped the script. Last Thursday, they were all here without me. I decided to take a little bit of personal time, if you know what I mean. And I guess they decided that they were going to leave me here to handle the business by myself. But I am definitely up to the job. I want you to sit back, relax. I still have a wonderful show planned for you. But this means I'm just going to need even more of your comments down in the comment section. So make sure you take time to share this video and talk about all of the things that I bring up today. So we're going to jump right in and we are going to do a little bit of the weekend recap, and I'm going to save one piece for later because we're trying to get some technical stuff worked out. But I did have a really, really great weekend. This weekend, of course, you guys know, and I don't want to say this in a weird way, you know, we have a new president-elect, okay, Mr. Joe Biden, and his vice president is going to be Miss Kamala Harris. So I wanted to talk about her for just a little bit because she is definitely breaking ceilings. And I think that everybody needs to take time, give her a round of applause, because this is very much so a man's sport, if you will. You know, women don't get to play on this playing field very much. And then to be able to be the second man in charge of the Americas, if you will. I just love it. I'm very happy for her. I know that she is not the first person of color per se, because they say that in 92 years ago, the U.S. elected a Native American member of the Kaw Nation, who was also vice president. Okay, so she's not the only person of color, so I just wanted y'all to know that. I know a lot of people were excited about that as well, but as far as Black and Asian descent, she is definitely the first of those to be in the Oval on a regular basis. So we are very happy for her. She danced her way right up on stage. She looked so elated and so happy. When you make an accomplishment like that, I have to say this: what can you do? She had her family there to support her. I really, really hope that this goes well for her and for their election. You know, I really, really hope that things go well. You know, I'm always trying to stay non-biased and not be on a side. I just try to tell you to vote for what's best for you. It looks like you guys went out there and did exactly that. I'm glad that this was an election where so many people got out and supported the process. I'm just a believer in supporting the process and knowing what your rights are. Your right is to not do it if you want to, but I'm glad that you guys made it out to the polls. Even the youngsters came out. I was very worried about that at first because they were not showing up to the polls. People were saying that their issues were not the same as the older people's issues. That's exactly how they put it, was y'all aren't dealing with the same things that we are dealing with. Black Lives Matter movement is going to continue to push forward. You know, I made a pact that I was going to continue to talk about those things, and we are going to do just that. Make sure that you stay tuned for our social unrest segment of the show. In the second part of the show, we have a very special guest that I'm going to be bringing on. She likes to keep me fancy, so I want her to keep you fancy too. So we're going to learn all about her business, because you know I love to do that here on the show. Talk about the behind the scenes and what it takes for a person to get where they are. I'm going to move on to my next part of the weekend, which was the iconic television casting call this weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, they taught lots of things. I have a little video clip that I wanted to show you guys, but that's what I was saying. I was going to have to push back. I did catch some very good snippets of people talking while they were here at this event. I had a really great time. You know, most castings, you go in, you do your little monologue or whatever you're going to do. They give you a call back, and that's basically it. This was one of those times where people took time to teach you and tell you that you have to be able to do more things in your industry. You know, media is kind of hard, especially when you get out there by yourself. You have to be able to record yourself, which is a problem sometimes. You have to be able to edit your stuff yourself, which is also a problem. The music, you know, finding it, downloading it, the YouTube, knowing all those different apps that you can use to basically organize your life, because you have to keep up with a lot of things, a lot of different events. So Iconic Television, I want to give Miss Jalea Davis a round of applause for putting together a really great event. She did also get a new set, so everything over there looks really good. They had nice meeting rooms. Everything was still really clean. You know, I'm a big person on cleanliness. Like, I love stuff that looks spick and span, so it bothers me with clutter. You know, I've been a couple places that are cluttery. Hint, hint. No, just playing. Sorry about that. I've been some cluttery places, but it's okay. Her place looked really nice. Her team looked really good. She had several ladies there, all backing her up and supporting her. And it's really great when, you know, they always say African American women can't work together. That is not true. You just have to find your right team. And that's kind of what became the premise of the video that I made for everybody. So we'll check that out later. Next, I have to make sure that I take time to tell my mommy happy birthday. Her birthday passed over the weekend. It was actually on Friday. We made phone calls and stuff. She is still very much social distancing herself. She did not want me to come into town to visit. I know all my friends were expecting to see me this weekend, because you always get to see me when it's my mom's birthday. I normally take her out at least for really nice dinners. But I wanted to say this, you know, I got a little techie on her for her birthday. I found some bracelets. Okay, when you get these bracelets, ladies and gentlemen, you put one on and then you give one to somebody else who, it doesn't matter where they go all over the world. We haven't tested them out yet. And you can send them little vibes. So it's like it does a vibration, or it does like a little color hologram and all this kind of stuff, you know, to kind of make you feel special and to let people know that you're thinking about them, even if you haven't taken time to call them. This was one of my little fab finds that I had on Instagram. I mean, not on Instagram, on Amazon. Y'all know I love me some Amazon. It's too much fun. So that's that. You know, happy birthday, Mom, and I hope you have many more. I hope that you also retire soon so you can come in and help me with your grandkids. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've talked about the presidential election. What we have not heard is an official speech from your current president. I have been waiting and waiting and waiting for him to make his official announcement, you know, applauding Joe Biden for, you know, his determination and staying, you know, headstrong, even though he talked so much trash and all of the different things that were going on. We waited for the insurgents to happen. I know a couple of crazy things happened around town with people and, you know, the flags, as they were calling it, the Trump train. But I have to say this. Things have been really quiet. We thought that there was going to be this huge uproar. We thought we weren't going to be able to go out in the streets. We thought we were going to have guns and whatever ever ready on deck. It's really quiet. It's been really quiet. Kind of like it is now. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you have had time to kind of soak this in. Remember that nothing really has changed at this point. Biden does have several different things that he wants to institute on day one. We'll see if he's able to pull that off. He's also going to really focus on COVID-19. The numbers are still surging. My kid's school finally has had their first two cases of COVID. I didn't have them in school. They're at home doing virtual learning because they all I got. So we've been home, but we did finally have our reports of the first cases, and it is a small community. So I just want to say, all of you guys are in my prayers. Everybody stay safe out there. Continue to mask up, okay? Now, on December the 12th, I kind of put out a wrong date before, but December the 12th, I would love for each and every one of you guys to participate in our bike ride and family fun day, okay? We are going to be over at 5015. The ride will start there and in there. Now, I know 5015 is known for its bike rides, and they're normally like 17 miles long. I know I'm fitting fine, slim and trim, whatever you want to call it, but I'm not going 17 miles on no bike. I don't know if, my back end is set up like that. I ride just for a little bit and I feel like I'm in pain. So for those of you who would like to do something fun with the family, I am definitely encouraging people to ride with their social bubble. You can get t-shirts. We're going to be dressing up in Christmas costumes, things of that nature. We're going to have food out there, and we're going to do a scavenger hunt. But I need you guys to show up, and we're also going to be giving away bikes. So you know what that means. That means we need donations from people like you, small businesses, large businesses. If you would like to be a sponsor of the Give Back and Family Fun Ride, please DM me at I'm Just Saying Live on Facebook. You can also call 214-289-0195. We have secured a few sponsors, but we would love for you guys to be a part of this. We would love for you to bring your families out, and we would love for you to participate with your social bubble, because we need to get outside and we need to do some heart healthy things. Kids have to get off the video games. They are taking over. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I know for a fact, because I have two 8-year-olds who sit in the back room. If I allow them to, they'll sit in the room and just go in on the games till they're binging. I've seen kids who got the fidget, from going in on the game so hard. But ladies and gentlemen, we are trying to find ways, even though it's getting a little bit cooler, for you to still be outside. You'll be able to get away. It's going to be 9 a.m. to 1. And I can't wait for Steve to come over and introduce himself to all of you guys. So make sure you're ready to have some fun. Have on your helmets. Have on your make sure you bring your water bottles and stuff like that. We will have some water out there. Hoist, I've been trying to reach out to you. I need you to hit me back. We need the water, okay? I would love for you guys to be a sponsor. Also, ladies and gentlemen, the holidays are quickly approaching, okay? Remember, you can't have everybody in your home. I know that you want to do the same things that you've been doing, but you can't. You need to keep it safe, okay? So everybody break off into those pods. Younger people, y'all get together. Start trying some of these recipes that your family members have passed down that you weren't cooking because you thought you was too good and you just was going to eat Big Mama's greens, okay? It's your turn to learn how to actually wash some greens. And I'm going to tell you, it's hard, okay? My first pot came out tasting like straight dirt long time ago. But I was in college, I wasn't expecting it. But man, I crunched on those greens like no other. So I hope that you guys remember to enjoy your family. Stay safe during this time. I don't know if we're going to make that time. I think that we're about to go to break. Ladies and gentlemen, stay right tuned. I have Miss Shop at House of Jaquil coming right back.
Are you a small business owner concerned about the downturn in the economy? Top business leaders like Mattress Mac and Warren Buffett will tell you that now is the time to promote your business more than ever. People need your services. Your business needs an edge. Learn about special advertising packages for small businesses right here on Edge Radio. Find out more, give us a call at 281-744-0446. That's 281-744-0446. Edge, because truth still matters.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to I'm Just Saying. I have this beautiful lady sitting in here with me this morning, and I am super excited to tell you all about her business. Shop House of Jockey on Instagram is here with me. This is Miss Natasha. How are you doing this morning? I am doing amazing in my House of Jockey.
Yes,
Correct.
yes.
House of Jockey. My bad. I messed that up. Can you oh, okay. I will definitely do that, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that you have been loving the post. You know, I normally don't post that much, but I've been trying to make sure that y'all know what it is, okay? This weekend when I went to the iconic television, they want me to say television casting, I wore this phenomenal suit. I posted a picture of her in the suit because I just felt like, you know, she looks so much better than me. She's got more curves. But I had a wonderful time in the suit. Everybody just loved it. They kept asking me, where did you get that? Where did you get that? It is nothing like feeling that attention. And that's what I wanted to draw from her, is the fact that the pieces that she has draws attention. I know everybody doesn't always want to draw attention, but maybe sometimes you just want to spice something up. She's got all those things, ladies and gentlemen. So tell us a little bit about your business.
Okay, well, thank you so much, dear. I really do appreciate the opportunity. And you look fabulous in
Well,
the
thank
garb.
you very much.
All of them. So stop it. But House of Takwe is it's more of a work to play type of wardrobe. You know, it started a while back, years ago. I thought I wanted to see. I work in corporate America and I have to dress up and how to go hire, you know. And I want some work to play.
Yes,
Cocktails
some
and stuff like that.
transition. Yes.
Yeah. So I just decided to do the brand. I had been thinking about it for a long time. Waiting for it. Just do it. So I started about 2 years ago, and it's online based. So we do pop up here and there, but it's mostly online. But it's just phenomenal. I've been getting a lot of support. Ladies love it, and
Well, I am very glad about your choices. I know that you know is really hard going through trying to decide what other women like. So tell us a little bit about your background and how you decided to do that.
okay. Well, I work for a men's retailer. I've been with them. Like I said, I have to work the corporate environment,
Mhm.
and you're working with guys that are all day. So I've always been told that, hey, Tasha, you know, we're hiring some ladies. had the dress code
Yes.
with them and help them out because a lot of times people don't really know what to wear to get them in. Okay, well most ladies just throw on a blouse or a skirt or whatever, but we gotta put our own swag on it. So I always take the charge with that, and that's pretty much how it's all.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want you to miss any of this. So make sure you go tell all your friends right now to follow us live on the Edge Radio Network. We are here with the CEO and owner of House of Jacque. We'll be right back.
We work our whole lives to support our families. With one accident or illness, it can all be gone in an instant. Now there's a smart, affordable way to protect your family. Go to findhealthbenefits.com and discover low-cost life insurance for as little as $2 per month. Add to that a tax-deferred annuity that can help you protect your assets and grow your money for retirement. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. A critical illness can strike without warning and wipe out your life savings. In fact, it's the #1 reason for bankruptcy. Find Health Benefits offers an affordable solution. Get up to $50,000 if you get cancer, stroke, or a heart attack, giving you the peace of mind to focus on getting better while the plan helps you to pay your bills and medical expenses. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. 66% of seniors spend more time shopping for cable TV than Medicare plans. Most say because it's just too confusing. Laws change every year. The wrong plan could cost you thousands and prevent you from seeing the doctors you want. Introducing FindHealthBenefits.com. Save time, save money, see specialists without referrals. Go to FindHealthBenefits.com or call 877-235-6094 for this informative brochure.
Society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure that you continue to follow I'm Just Saying Live on Facebook and on Instagram at IJS Live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am still here in the presence of this lovely entrepreneur. Okay, so right before we went to break, we were talking about, kind of your background and how you decided selecting things for other people, because I know that that has to be a hard part of the job. You were talking about, your other job, ladies and gentlemen, I also want to bring this to your attention. There's tons of us out here hustling. We got all kinds of different things going on, and you do sometimes have to have that support till your thing that you want or your passion gets to where it wants to be. So where are you trying to go with this thing?
You know what? I want to go wherever it's gonna take me. I'm letting God take the lead with it. It's really more of a passion for me than anything. I would love for it to blow up.
Yes.
I mean, we're gonna claim that.
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
But ultimately, it's not a job for me. It's my passion, so it's not like working.
Now, I met her at a fashion show, and she was styling her butt off. Okay, she had some very, very nice pieces. I've been following her ever since. Tell us a little bit about how you get in the mindset of when you are designing or deciding what's going to go on what model. How do you kind of pick those things out?
Well, I think it's a lot of what I like.
Okay.
I'm really dressing myself first and foremost.
Got
You know,
you.
this is stuff that I wear to work, to my day job, my 9 to 5 job. You know, things that make me stand out and make me feel good and feel like the professional that I am.
Yes.
You know, so ultimately that's the first goal. But you hit on something, you know, that you're trying to dress a lot of different people, and people have an
Different
opinion,
shapes, different sizes. They think they
Yeah.
look good one way, but this is clearly what they need to have on. So I know that that's hard, kind of changing people's mind into what they should.
It's a battle because, you know, it's like you like a lot of times when people order something and I'm like, okay, that's not gonna work.
Right.
That, you know, that's, and I'm that girl. I'm not just trying to make a sale. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? If it's not gonna work for you, I want you to look
As
good.
y'all
in what
can
you're
see,
getting.
her spirit is very encouraging. Like, it's, you know, she's trying to tell you, she's going to teach you in the same process. She wants to see how the piece looks on you. Everybody needs, you know, that person in their closet saying, baby, look, that one done went past the line, okay? Like, you've reached too far today. You know, I used to get all the time, people would laugh and say, uh-oh, here come Cookie line. So one of the outfits that you
Oh, no,
selected
not
for me,
Cookie.
right? One of the outfits that she selected for me, you know, had all this pattern on it. I was like, Lord, people gonna be talking about me again. But I was like, you know what? I felt so good and so comfortable in it. And people told me it was super cute. So I was very happy about that because I went out, you know, to a little jazz bar and had a really great time. And it, again, drew the attention that it needed. I was able to tell some people that I had on your clothes, and I just felt good about it. And if you want to feel good about yourself, tell people where they can go and find your clothes.
Awesome. I love that. Well, you can go to shophouseofjacqui.com, and that's shophouseofjacqui.com. And then also Instagram is the same thing, at shophouseofjacqui, and then Facebook is at House of Jacqui.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue the conversation. You know, I always love to ask people about their support team. I have heard you mention that your husband said, go on, get out there and get it. Who else has been in your corner throughout this process? Because I know ordering and having the money to do the different things is also a challenge, especially during COVID-19. So tell us a little bit about how that's been going.
Well, you know, my family and friends are a huge support system for me. You know, everyone, and I have this other little organization that I work with. It's called CEO and Co.
Okay.
And this is empowering ladies coalition, if you will.
I need to sign up today, okay?
And we encourage each other. We're women that are entrepreneurs and in business, or, you know, just professionals, ladies who want to look good and feel good about what they have going on and their contribution to the world. So, you know, those ladies are phenomenal. You know, a lot of them help me out a lot. My best friends, they post for me. And, you know, we talk about these things, like sometimes you feel some type of way, like, okay, well, they're not supporting me, or people are not supporting me. But you have to teach people how to support you. You know, everyone's not going to be your client. Everyone's not going to be the Facebook or the Instagram girl that posts every day. But, you know, if you can share that along, pass a business card.
So let's talk about that, because I know a lot of people are interested in knowing what they should be doing. There's several girls out there who have shops that are online and probably not doing very well or whatever. Posting, when it comes to posting, Instagram and Facebook, this, that, and the other, what is a good number? Do you feel like you've been getting a good response from? What's a good number for the amount of posts or people that you have posting for you?
Well, I think it's the algorithms change very constantly. You know, you're always changing. But a good rule of thumb is breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I've taken a lot of classes. I'm still a baby in this business. You know, I don't claim to know it all.
I would never, you know, I'm one of those people who has always been very leery about sharing too much. Like, I'm that person. I don't want to share too much. I just want to put a little out there and tease you, and then, you know, go back in my shell, you know, because I have a lot. When I say a lot going on, I mean a lot. And a lot of people out there know. And I just feel like I would overwhelm people if they really knew, you know. So I'm always waiting to just, you know, post and maybe not do as much. So,
and I understand that too, because
daily, but for a business that's online, I can see there needing to be, you know, more of a constant where people are jumping on at different times. So you need to hit all those different time slots. I think we're learning a little bit here, ladies and gentlemen. Is there any other thing that you think for an internet business people need to be consistent with?
You know, and I just want to, there's a bunch of things, but I want to piggyback on that because you were saying how you might feel like, oh, well, you know, I'm doing too much. And I was the same exact way. And I had to come out of that because when you're in business, some people might not see your posts, you know, so you're posting, that's a constant reminder that, okay, someone might have saw that a week ago, that jacket that you're wearing right now.
Yes.
Denim Days, by the way, looks really good.
Look at that.
But
Ladies and gentlemen, ooh, these buttons.
I know, I love
Yes.
it. But they might have seen the post a week ago and say, hey, you know, I like that. I'm gonna go back and look at it, and then forgot about it. How many times you're being, you know, targeted all day in social media? So, you know, it's
Right.
easy to forget about something.
And you know, we want to say that, oh my God, they're bombarding me with all these sales, this, that, and the other. Not you per se, but you know, all these other people are doing it. And it's like, if I don't put my thing in, you're gonna spend all your money with them, with Sheep Me and whoever else is on there. Because you know, you get 1,000 of those things a day. And
You
as soon as
do.
you click one that you like, here it comes rolling through your timeline. You know, we talked about the movie Social Dilemma and how they populate things for you to be able to go to that. So when people are running their own business, they have to be the person who's pushing that engine button. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so don't be mad at them. They just out there hustling and grinding and getting their thing done. You know, I try to do the same thing. I asked for y'all support earlier. See, now I wouldn't normally do that twice in the show. You know, I normally would just do it once because, like I said, I always feel like I'm bombarding people or asking for too much. You're not asking for too much because everybody did not hear you. That's what she's saying. That's the message. That's the message there. So, ordering during COVID-19 as well. For different people, different sizes. How slow has the process been? Because I know a lot of people are saying things are backed up. Amazon's still pushing, but you know, what else? So how is everything else been
things
going?
are, you know, I mean, for me, it's definitely been a smoother transition. I like to use a lot of vendors that are here in the States.
Okay.
So I've tried.
We're happy to hear that.
Yeah, I've tried a lot of different overseas vendors, and it's just a lot of quality control checking.
Yes.
You know, I've wasted so much money just buying things, buying sample pieces, and it's just not working. So,
Learning experience, ladies and gentlemen. All of this is a learning experience day by day. When you're an entrepreneur, every single day you figure something else out that you either need to be doing or that you didn't do right.
yeah,
Period.
you're constantly growing, you know, and it's okay. You're gonna have those hiccups. You're not gonna know what to do the next time if you don't have those falls, you know. So I accept all of it for what it is. You know,
Okay.
I appreciate all of that. But for me, it's been pretty smooth, like I said, because they're all like in LA. And now when the lockdown happened, that was a little challenging, but
Okay.
we overcame it. We were still like maybe a week behind, but not like too
And
far
it
out.
also helps that you're online and not having to try to open up a storefront every single day.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot express to you enough how much I want you to support this lady, okay? She is out there doing her thing. The clothes are phenomenal. Just go check it out. That's all you got to do. Just go check it out. Click it. Click the link, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss House of Jacquie. And is there anything else or any events that you have coming up that you would like to tell people about?
I don't have any events coming up right now, but just stay tuned on the website. We do have some special promotions coming up, and also
Oh, because the holidays are coming.
Yes, the
Y'all know
holidays
you
are
need to
coming
get
up.
on there and order some stuff. You know, they got stuff for your mama too, you know.
for the fashionable lady at whatever
Yes.
age, you know, it doesn't matter. But I did want to offer for all of your viewers 15% off, so
Okay.
they can use the code VIP15
VIP
at
15.
15.
Ooh.
Yes, and get 15%
Don't ever
off.
say I didn't do anything for you. You know, I keep telling y'all that. I keep trying to bring y'all the real. 15% House of Jacquie. You know, I keep pronouncing that. You know, I kind of like that. Tell us a little bit about the name. while
The
we're
name
here.
is actually my middle name.
Okay.
Yes,
So
my
you got a sassy mommy.
yes. Well, my dad wanted that to be
Oh,
my
your
name,
dad. Okay.
and my mom was like, "No, her name's gonna be Natasha, but that could be her middle name."
Okay.
So yeah, that's where it came from.
Alrighty, so ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We are talking entrepreneurship just a little bit with Miss Tasha. And Tasha, I got another question.
Mm-hmm.
So we're out here, we're doing these pop-ups, we're deciding what clothes, you know, how do you find time on the back end for family?
Oh, well, family's on the front end for me.
Okay.
So you know, and I don't have little kids. I don't have, you know, so it's just me and my husband for the most part. But we really it's a priority for me. So I definitely want to always make time for my husband and for my family, my friends. was supposed to see grandmother this week. She wasn't feeling too well, so we're gonna go next week. But we try to plan it and make it a priority. That's
okay,
all.
so planning is definitely important. Are there any apps or social things that you use to try to keep up with your calendar?
Well, there's
I'm always trying to tell people about the tech side of things.
So there's an app called Hootsuite. Okay. And that one helps you schedule your posts, and that's really important for me because my day job is kind of demanding.
Okay.
You know, so my time is very limited, and sometimes I don't have someone that can post those things for me. So if it's like an automatic deal. So and it's you can go ahead and download that. It's free to download. You can upgrade the packages, and you know, if you need more than what it comes with for the basic, but it pretty much posts for you. So it's a pre-planned poster. So that's a big help to me. A lot of times I always have an issue with that.
So ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go check that out. You know, I'm always trying to give y'all those little tidbits that can get us to the next level. How do you feel about this presidential election? And after that, I will let you go because, you know, I know that a lot of people, you know, especially as entrepreneurs, last year for a lot of us, let's say this, it wasn't as bad as we thought it was going to be. Like, I thought it was going to be hideous, right? But I'm in like transportation, and then the media thing did very much so slow down. Like, nobody was having red carpet parties and this, that, and the other. But this election, what do you feel like it's going to bring to America, if you will?
I mean, you know, ultimately, I'm just grateful for the fact that we had enough people to come out and show up and show out and get this fool out of office. You know, I'm gonna say it. I don't, you know, it is what it is. So he's a mess. But I think ultimately, at the end of the day, it's what it symbolizes. With Miss Kamala Harris, you know, the senator, or our new VIP.
Yes, she's definitely a VIP. That's what we need to remember. When you type in VIP on this girl's website to purchase your clothes, remember, it's for her.
Yes.
You got to look good for her. Now we all got to be professional every day.
Right, because it's what she stands for. And like you said, she's not the first person of color to be in that office, but at the same time, it means so much for our generation and for our kids to see that. It's heartwarming. So I'm really excited for her and the journey ahead for her.
Not only for, you know, people of color, but for women alike. You know, we've been pushing for a very long time. Lots of things have not gone our way. We constantly are put in the back seat on several things. And here we are again. You know, we're at an opportunity where a ceiling has been lifted, if you will.
Yes.
We're out here pushing. She's out here pushing her clothing line and doing her regular day job and being, you know, a wife at home. When we talk about surrounding yourself with the right people, you know, because it can get tiresome. You know, I met her a while ago, like I said, at a fashion event. We connected. And we're still here. We're pushing together. And that's what I love about, you know, certain people you make a connection with and you're able to continue that push together, ladies and gentlemen. Kamala said that in her speech about unity and pushing together.
Yes.
So I am very, very happy that we'll be able to do this together in the future. We hope that you want to do it with us. Remember that we are here at the Edge Radio Network, 415 West Gray Street. We would love to have you come down and be part of our live studio audience. If you have a business just like Miss Tasha, then we would love to have you on the show. All you have to do is reach out. It is too easy. It looks like I have one of my crewmates here. So we're going to go to a break, and then we're going to bring her on. I hope that you have had a wonderful time here.
I did.
On I'm Just Saying. Ladies, I'm going to continue to wear her clothes. Don't just look, purchase, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
That's what we want you to do. Don't just look, purchase. You will look super cute, and you will feel good doing it. So we'll be right back after this break.
Between the ages of 0 and 5, a child's mind is very impressionable. Researchers call it the theta brainwave. This low frequency is the state of consciousness between the conscious and subconscious worlds. In this state, the mind is capable of deep and profound learning, healing, and growth. There is a subconscious loop that's created during these early years. Who you believe you are has been downloaded based on experiences that you have had. A bad experience could create fears and limitations. Do you love who you are? Do you believe in yourself? The reality is that you can't control your childhood. All you can do is interpret it. You can choose to see your good and your value. Try this experiment. Project forward. See yourself at 80 years old. Now you have lived a lifetime. What advice would you have for your younger self? What risks would you have taken? What relationships would you have avoided? Did you celebrate life? Did you allow yourself to feel, to be present? Your 80-year-old self would tell you to not live in fear, to have faith that things will work out, that all you have to do is persist until you succeed. Your 80-year-old self would tell you to stay healthy, to take care of your body. And it would ultimately tell you to share your gifts with the world. The Natural Nation Network is really about taking control of your health physically, spiritually, emotionally, even intellectually, because there's so much out there in misinformation. There's a lot of people now that are suffering from all sorts of diseases that they really wouldn't have to suffer for if they had better information. And that's what we're here to do. Provide information that can save lives.
The mind and the body are totally connected.
Health can be really serious, and sometimes we just have to lighten it up a little bit while we're still providing substantive information. And my sort of mantra on the salsa dance floor is kind of similar. I tell somebody, if you make a mistake twice, it becomes a move. Okay?
Tune into Natural Nation every Tuesday at 11 a.m. When people stop talking to each other, society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
Good morning. Look what I have here with me. I've got my girl. You know, I swapped out beautiful ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. This is I'm Just Saying, here live at the Edge Radio TV Network. Make sure you please take time and share my video. I would love to be on your friend's page. Look.
Right? Tag all your friends.
I am nothing without you. We have Miss Charlie here. Tell everybody where they can follow you.
Hey Charlie, which is HEYCHARLIY on all social media platforms, literally all of them. You can find me, even on LinkedIn if you want.
So I thought it was going to be really funny, you know, since it would be us two ladies here this morning, you know, with Miss Kamala in the office. I had to give you the opportunity to speak on that. You know, I'm going to keep pushing that through the show. Look, I don't care what y'all think about it. Look,
my vice president is black.
I'm so sorry, Joe, that I'm not giving you much credit here. You know, when we were
no
watching
one is
thing,
right now.
Wait a minute, they said it's okay. It's okay, Joe. We are proud of you as well. But my kids, they were watching. They were watching as he ran up the ramp. You know, they were like, "It looks like he's about to fall over." I was like, wow.
He was doing that run, but he was running forward, and I'm like, dude, like the wrong step.
He had to lean into it, man.
It's like somebody pushed him, and he was just going until he could stop. But yes, we got a new president. I'm so excited.
I don't know. I don't really know how I feel yet. It's still in that lull mode. I don't know how this is gonna go with the lawsuits and all the memes. I've seen so many funny memes in regards to this presidency.
I just don't understand
they had
why.
A picture of Donald Trump, you know, flaming, you know, kind of like this with a suitcase saying, "I'll see you bees in court." I was done. He had on a jogging suit and everything with his little midriff showing. I was done. Okay.
No.
So it's really, really funny that he still has not made a speech. I talked about that earlier.
He won't.
Charlie, give your thoughts on the election period and then on Kamala.
First of all,
her coming from an HBCU.
Look,
that is something else I wanted to talk about that I forgot about earlier.
So I watched the election every single day. No matter what I was doing, no matter what I was watching, my tablet had CNN or some news station on, and I was watching it. And I was like, I need to see when this happens. And Saturday, I was coming back in from a wedding, and I walked in my house, and my boyfriend walked in, and he goes, all I hear is him. He went to the bathroom, and he's in the bathroom, and he goes, he won.
I was actually over at Iconic.
Seriously?
I was at Iconic when we all got the news. Somebody just popped in the door and was like, Biden won. I was like, wow, really?
I was so happy. I was like, I'm happy for Biden, but you know who pulled this through. Like, if he did not have Harris, he would not have won. The sisters, I don't care what anyone says, and even Longoria, do you hear about her statements?
I did not.
Made?
What did she say?
Oh man, we're gonna talk about it in a little bit.
Did she go off?
She actually, well, what she said was that basically she pulled a Kanye on a Taylor Swift. She was like, I know black women are happy, but if it wasn't for Latin women, this president, I was like, I was like, let's not forget.
So you're gonna try to take all the credit for the whole?
Yes. I was like, let's not, dismiss that black women showed up in numbers.
Here's the whole point. Everybody showed up clearly.
Everyone.
That's the point in having a majority vote. Everybody was there. Everybody took part in this. We definitely couldn't have done it by ourselves. They couldn't have done it by themselves. Everybody participated. Here we are. Let's not start separating again before the unity can even get in office.
We're just happy. We're just happy that we are here. Okay? We're happy that we're here. I'm happy to see Harris there. It was great to see the speech. It was great to see the enthusiasm. What I loved so much was their speech in the Jeeps everywhere and the cars. I was like, this is America.
I really liked how they set that up, because you would never have known that people weren't out there inside some auditorium, this, that, and the other. Because at first they were only showing the stage. But then when we could actually see the parking lot and people could pull up and they could be separated, and still together. It
Yes.
was amazing. But
Yes.
even though they still got all out the cars and this, that, and the other, y'all was supposed to stay in the car.
They sure did get out the
Stay
car. They
in the
left
car.
their car doors open. They're all over there with the signs together. I'm
People
like,
were
COVID,
dancing,
COVID,
having
COVID.
parties. Everybody's partying in the streets. I was laughing because one of the commentators, the news commentator said, yeah, they're popping bottles of champagne, and then here comes this guy with this Wild Irish Rose, little cheap bottle. I'm like, what are you doing? Please do something. Where is your Moet?
Right?
Like, do something better. You all
Look.
on the TV, and it was hilarious. He didn't have his paper sack on it or nothing. He was just out there chilling. So,
Did you pop your bottles this weekend?
I did not pop any bottles.
What?
You know?
I
didn't
popped
pop
a
any
bottle
bottles.
of champagne.
Well, that's good.
Wait, and this was
I drink, but I ain't pop no bottle.
Oh, see, okay. See, we pop bottles. Well, we had mimosas.
Okay.
But we had to do the pop, and then we did another pop later on. But it was something to celebrate. I'm excited. I love seeing all these commercials and all these memes, like with little girls looking in the mirror, and then it's like Kamala looking back at them. I love it, and it's crazy because Biden is the president, but everyone's like, yeah, go girl, go girl. And then you were talking about the memes earlier. The best Trump meme that I've seen was that Trump had the full 2020 experience. When he said he got COVID, lost his job,
He
and
did
got
it.
evicted
That
all
is
in one.
horrible. He is living a real American dream life right now. The one that I liked was when President Obama and Joe Biden are riding in the car, and he's like, so at an after party, send me the Addy. I was like, what? I'm done. He's like, send me the Addy. He's like, you did that. Send me the Addy for the after party. So there was some really funny stuff circulating. Even let me just say this. I'm gonna skip what I was about to say because I don't need to say that.
Oh Lord.
What I'm gonna say though, other phenomenal women right here in Houston, Texas. We're just gonna get this out the
Yes.
way. In Houston, Texas, the official announcement has not been made. There's no press release yet. None of that. Iconic Television is doing big things. They have a new studio. I'm about to show you some of the insides and the things that they had going on this weekend at the casting. We were able to get this video together. I'm super excited to be able to share this with you. The team looked like it was full of women. It had a few men on it, but they are definitely pulling things together. And I'm just so proud of them because they're youthful, they're young and vibrant, and they're here in the city
And very professional.
welcoming big things to the city. So I'm very, very proud of Miss Julia Davis and her team for putting together this casting that was not only a casting, but a learning experience. So ladies and gentlemen, I know this video is a little chop, but it's going to be okay because I put it together quick, but I wanted you to be able to see what was going on behind the scenes and meet some of the people that just so happened to turn out this weekend. Y'all know I'm a fan of late nights and early mornings. It's your girl, Simply Dr. Neal, here in the building. We're at Iconic Studios, and they're having a casting this morning. So we're going to check it out and see what happens and see who the new faces of Iconic TV will be.
I've done all kinds of stuff. Real estate investor, all that. So the name of my company, my channel is Solutions by TJ. And right now what's popping on my channel, I'm teaching people side hustles. Because there was so many people out of work during the pandemic, so a lot of people are becoming notary signing agents. Yeah, a lot of people are becoming notary signing agents and mystery shopping. Look at my mystery shopping video because it's a fool how much money. I mean, when I was younger, mystery shopping was $5, $10. Dude, you can make $100 in 15 minutes mystery shopping. And it's
We have a new home. This is our studio.
Woo!
No one really knows about it. We haven't announced it yet. So we're in the studio now. This is all us. And we're just super excited. We're now on Roku, Fire Stick, and Apple TV. Thank you so much. So the content that we will be making will be shown to worldwide. We were at first saying millions, but now we're like billions because everyone has a choice to see. And so, we're just really excited. We're looking for a really iconic team and someone we can just really, people that we can build with. You know, I have this team up here, and these guys have been with me for...
Hi guys, I'm Malia Good. I'm one of the marketing and graphic associates or assistants here with Iconic, and it is truly, we'll learn a lot here. This was my first week really good experience, and I would say it's been remarkable. So y'all definitely will get a lot of this.
Oh boy, MJ Yoba, Opie for short. And I'm one of the hosts here at Iconic. And like everybody said, she wasn't my first media person, but I have learned a lot being with her, and she's pretty dope. So y'all gonna have some fun.
Hi, my name is Taylor Jordan. I am with Iconic Television, and we are here at the Hip Hop Awards. Stay tuned. We have plenty of.
To see you guys here in your own space, to see the team, Stevie, like, it's really great. Because I want a team too. Like, everyone has to have a team.
You can only do so much by yourself, and then once you're expanding, it's like, oh crap, you know, that's
Do me a favor. Put everybody back in there.
Of course, after you I believe that you empower people by sharing your power. That's the truth. That's how I love it.
And that's how I get too, because I think everyone's like, we're all doing different things, obviously, but we're all on the same page. So it's like, yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed that little video. Hey, Iconic, you're doing big things, and I just wanted to give you a round of applause for being here and in the city, continuing to do your thing, and to open Houston up to bigger and better things, because she is now on Roku. She is on everything, not just the TV station here, because you can catch her here on a regular digital station. You don't need to have cable to be able to see it, as she explained in the video. But ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Iconic is here to stay. So I'm very happy.
I love
about
Iconic. They are on the ground. Any award show, anything that's going on in the city, they are always there. They're very professional. They handle their business. They get in, get out, and I love it. I love the team. They're super sweet girls there. I love it. They be rocking it.
All right. So yeah, behind the scenes of Iconic's casting, we're gonna move right along, Miss Charlie. We need to talk about social unrest for just a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, because I cannot let this go past. Normally we're talking about the things that are happening to African Americans here in the community or other communities. Our community right now is crying and shedding tears constantly because in the past few months, I think it's probably like 3 months, 20 police officers have been gunned down in the line of duty. Police officers.
I need people.
Okay, this is their job, ladies and gentlemen, to make sure that we are safe. Going around taking them out because of other things that have happened is not okay. It is not okay. These people have families. Just because they're rocking a badge, you know, I know several police officers that I'm very close with that I would not want you to get rid of. Please. Like, I'm not understanding. Maybe there's something behind this that we're not understanding. Like, maybe there's some dirty cops and y'all are going after a specific set. But right now, it is looking very random. It's looking real bad. The mayor's been on talking about it. You know, this is hurtful. These are people's lives. So I don't think that this is something that needs to continue. Please.
I think what's going on is we're starting to see like a swelling of everything that's kind of been building up. And now that some people are back active and now they're back out, some people don't know how to act. I don't know if people lost people skills or what. And let me say this. So I don't agree with everything law enforcement does. However, I agree with law enforcement. I have very close friends that are in law enforcement, family. I'm not one of those go kill all the police type things. No. However, we have been under a presidency that has brought so much hate and so much frustration and like pushed a narrative that it's going to take some time for a lot of people to kind of start leveling out again. And what I love so much about the narrative of the new presidency is unity. And even if we don't agree, we have to figure out how to cohabitate together.
Correct.
Right? And that also includes respect, at the least, for humanity of law enforcement. You can't just go around and just start gunning people down.
You can't.
Like, it's just not okay. But there also needs to be accountability on their end, because that has happened with law enforcement as well, where they just suspect that you're guilty and then you don't even get a chance to
we are very much here in the way of police reform. Do I think you should defund the police? No, I'm not an advocate for that. What I am an advocate for is reform and the people's thinking. You know, we are at a point right now where You cannot go around assuming just because someone has dreadlocks or X, Y, and Z that they are a threat.
Yeah.
It does not work that way.
Yeah.
You know, there's plenty of men that I know that are wearing suits to work every single day and have a head full of hair. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You cannot do that. We have to stop making assumptions and we have to go by the real, but that's going to take training, police training, and a lot of mental health. I don't know what you want to call it. Like, y'all really need to go, like, they're going to have to institute something where people are going, we're going to have to start getting bad thoughts out of people's head, because all of this comes from experience. You know, people learn behavior through experiences. And if you can't deal with some of the things that have happened to you in the past, maybe somebody of color did something to you, or maybe they did not. Maybe it's just something you were told as a child. But we have to get past those things. You know, African Americans have a lot of things that we need to get past when it comes to other races as well. So, you know, because we're still thinking, you know, Hispanics don't like us, but Hispanics have black babies just like whites.
Well,
I'm just saying.
I
That's
don't
what this
know
show is all
that,
about.
Neil,
It is. They don't like us.
They've been commingling with us for a very long
Thank you.
time. But white people did that too.
They did.
In slavery.
They
so
did.
I don't necessarily know.
What you say? I don't agree with that.
Yeah, because Mass have been loving some black skin
They
for
have.
a very long time.
He has. And there
But
are
I
some
get
people
what you're
out there,
saying. We
and
do
there
need
are
to.
some people out there who can transcend those barriers,
Yeah.
and there are some who cannot.
Yeah.
Period. We all have them.
Yeah.
I very much so wanted a black family. Period. Just not that I, you know, don't see white men that are attractive or Hispanic men that are attractive. I
Channing
just did
Tatum
not
can
want to
get it.
have to put that extra pressure on my children with wanting to know what side they're on when it comes to certain things. You know, we've got all colors in the family. Let's just be real.
I think the thing is we need to have we just need to have consideration for human life, right? In any form.
Yes.
No matter if they're behind a badge, no
That
matter
part.
if their skin is black, brown, orange, you know, like our president or the previous
I'm
president
done.
or anything.
I'm done with
You
her.
know, all lives do matter in that aspect, but it's going to be very challenging for us to push the Black Lives Matter
Okay,
narrative if we're just gunning people down.
Yeah. Okay, so let's change up this segment real quick while we're right here at the end, I believe. I need to talk to y'all about these stocks. Y'all know I like giving y'all these little tidbits, right? Ladies and gentlemen, this presidential election, of course, was going to affect how people, you know, the stocks, right? So everything did this big, huge up, boom, up. Like NASDAQ went up 9% and all this other kind of stuff, right? But the tech side of things stayed up. Okay, so if you are one of those people who are interested in stuff like these driving apps and Wayfair, you're a winner, because guess what? They're not going anywhere. People are still buying new couches because they're tired of their old couch because they're sitting in the house trying to hide from COVID. Okay, they're also door dashing and doing all this stuff. They were very worried that they were going to make them hire them as employees, right? So now that they've decided against doing that, these companies get to continue to make some money. Okay, before they were thinking that they were going to have to pay all these people, and guess what? Your apps were probably going to go away, ladies and gentlemen.
They weren't going nowhere.
If they had to pay the people, you don't think
This
so?
is America.
They
We
don't
need
make that
social
much money
media
off
to
of that.
survive. Okay, you think?
I'm
think
talking
people
about
are
food apps. I'm talking about like door dashing.
We
and
need
Uber.
apps.
We need apps.
It's been America's too. When we get accustomed to convenience, there is no way we can get rid of it.
So if you are looking for something to maybe get your feet wet, this is probably one of those things, because it doesn't look like they're going anywhere anytime soon.
Yes,
ladies and gentlemen. Amazon, as if they have not done enough, they have now launched Explore for virtual experiences.
Love it.
Let me find out.
I love it.
I hate that Vanderbilt is not here to discuss
'Cause
this. You
him
know,
and
he
his
loves
VR
some
world.
VR. You know, he loves some VR. But this is crazy. Like, what all are we going to get? The example here was like the Airbnb experience. You know, like, I am one of those that's big on experiences. I like to do it myself.
But some people can't do it. And some people are scared to travel, and some places are still shut down, except for Tulum. I feel like Tulum is probably where they're sending everybody.
Girl, everybody gonna have COVID out there because everybody's going. Everyone is going, and I'm just like.
But the rates are so cheap.
I know. I thought about taking a trip too.
Me too. I was like,
Let's do it for Christmas.
Is there any place where nobody's at that I can be by myself?
This has definitely made me want to get out there and just go do some other stuff.
I know.
You know, just being at home makes you want to do some other stuff.
But that's why Amazon and Airbnb have decided to do the virtual experiences for the people that are, because I do know people who are still quarantined. And so for the people that are still at home, but want to give, maybe if they have children, still want to, you know, kind of open their eyes to different things. It's like taking National Geographic but a little bit further, because I used to love those magazines. Those are my things.
I'm gonna tell you, the magazines used to be hitting.
Yes,
the show actually be hitting too. I ain't gonna lie. My kids and I still sit down and watch it, and like I told you, I really loved when they did the shark segment, but I was wondering why they used all African American stars for that part. Like that was so crazy.
Like we like water and sharks like that.
We don't. That's Shaquille O'Neal was on the sideline. He had a team of divers that went in for him. He was on the side saying, "Look at that big old shark." I was like, first of all, you need to get in the water. That's the point of the show, right?
That is hilarious. That is hilarious.
Oh goodness, I thought that was super funny. Okay, so I guess we're gonna just keep going with this. I
want to hear a touchy subject.
You want to hear the touchy subject? Is this our last segment? Oh my gosh, y'all! I had no idea.
Time has been flying by since that clock has fallen forward, backward.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for today's touchy subject, we have a best friend who's writing in. Okay, best friend, how much would you do for your best friend?
Let's see.
Everybody, it is time. So I need you to make sure that your friends are on, because it is time for Tennille's touchy subject. We have a best friend who's writing in, and she says, I think my best friend planned to kill her husband. They have been in an abusive relationship for several years, and now she's making references to the accident that supposedly happened where she stabbed him and he died. And she's joking about it. This is your best friend, ladies and gentlemen. Do you rat her out? Because his family is distraught and they're accusing, but no police have been brought into the situation. They ruled it an accident, and she is making light of it at this point. Would your conscience be able to deal with your best friend? Now, this is your best friend who was in an abusive relationship, but she killed her husband. It looks as if she killed him. Okay. She did kill him, but did she premeditate it?
How long were they married?
They were married, what did she say? I think it was like 8 years.
And he was abusive?
He was abusive.
She thought about that for 8 long years.
What'd you say since the beginning? She's been thinking about it. That's what Charlie says.
She thought about that for 8 long years, guys.
Post your comments. We'd love to see what you have to say about this, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm sorry.
Would you rat out your best friend basically to his family? Because his family is the one who's kind of been pressuring and saying, I know that you know something.
Well, did she tell them that he was beating her?
I'm sure that they knew. How can you not?
Okay, so then
because normally those things exhibit themselves not only behind closed doors. I've very much seen men, go tell their partner, go sit in the car and this, that, and the other, at events if they're not liking how they're acting or something like that. So I'm sure that it has come out.
She planned that. And I don't, okay, so, all right, so these are all
so
the
best
pieces.
Friend is saying she didn't hear about a plan beforehand, but now that nothing has happened, her friend is coming to her and basically like making jokes about it.
Well, what kind of jokes can you make? I remember when he was still alive and he slipped up. Oop, remember that last time he slipped up and fell on my knife? Like, probably. I don't know.
Probably.
No, I think the friend did it.
Or about jabbing him.
But I think my thing is, you can't, if you're her best friend, don't feel pressure to start.
A knife, that's really personal. I'm just going to say that. It's not like you. Yeah, because you got to get close.
Is it?
Oh, Charlie, you're so bad.
You got to get close to beat someone too.
You do, but I'm saying for a woman to stab somebody, and it takes a lot of That's a lot of force to get through the skin unless she has some kind of extra knife that she ordered online to go through skin easy, you know?
Is it? I mean, you keep
Surely.
I'm asking.
She had to like, you know, to get it in there good.
At least one good time. Was it like multiple stabs or just one?
Just one stab.
He just fell. Oh, she planned that.
You think she
every
planned
night
it?
he was asleep? She studied the anatomy of the
Okay,
body.
so that's the question.
Took
Though.
that
It's
knife
not
and
whether
was
or
like,
not. The question here is not whether or not she did it. The question is, do I snitch on my best friend?
Okay.
At this point, do you say,
No.
"Hey, she's making"? You don't.
No,
because
you should have snitched on her husband for him beating her this whole
Probably
time.
did. They probably had plenty of conversations about that.
No, they probably had conversations, but she should have been snitching to the cops, to protective services, to everybody under the sun. Don't be the heroic best friend now.
After the fact.
And the good human now.
And save his good memory.
She had to get herself out. Okay? I don't agree with violence.
But she said this girl had the right to stab the man.
I don't agree with
that's,
murder
that's
either.
a catch-22, Charlie. You can't do that.
I don't agree with murder. I just want to say this on the record because I know this is going to be recorded, and if anything were to ever happen.
Clearly, because she put this out there for people to even know. For people to even know, is clearly weighing down on her spirit.
No, that's the wrong thing to weigh down on. I'm sorry. You can't be my best friend and let me get my
Charlie
face
said,
beat
"Just go get
in,
some
and then now you
counseling."
feel sorry for this guy. Were you sleeping with him? Because then this is like all of, for me, it's like, where's your loyalty? And I'm not doing, first of all, I just want to.
If Charlie kills someone, best
openly
friend,
say,
whoever you are out there, best friend, you better not say nothing.
my best friends already know.
What you say? They already know.
They probably would
They're
have
gonna
been.
help her bury the
They
body.
had
Okay?
premeditated
They're
murder
gonna
on
help her
their
bury the body.
mind.
This is ridiculous.
Well, how do you feel about the situation,
So,
Neil?
Charlie, if it's weighing down on her spirit and she's feeling like she needs to let it go, just go to the counselor, baby. Hopefully they can help you out with that. Okay?
Right, because if she killed a husband, baby, she
Because
comes to
I'm
you
going to tell
next.
you right now, I love my best friend's husband. But if I find out that she did something, whether it was an accident or no, I'm going to help her with that. Period.
I know.
For the kids.
Right? Are there children
kids,
involved? Do you
especially when
like
there's
his
kids
family?
involved.
These are a lot of things.
You know, there's a lot here. You know, I'm going to do that, but I hate to say it really is wrong hiding the information, especially if there are, you know, family members who are out there seeking the information. Maybe they should have hired an investigator prior to, you know, but it's too late now. He's gone. I mean, he's gone. You
It's
can't
too
bring
late
him
now.
back. You
He's
know,
gone.
even with his memory, you cannot bring him back. And all you're doing is putting this girl in another form of bondage, which clearly she was in if she was in an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this. There are many, many avenues. If you need to reach out to someone because you are in a domestic violence situation, those are the worst kind. I'm sorry. You know, whether it's verbal, whether, you know, because your kids are seeing that, whether it's physical. If you're in one of those types of situations, there's plenty of people that you can reach out to. We definitely would love to get you some help and get you out of that situation, or at least to a headspace where you can take care of yourself. Please remember that it is not okay by any means to stay in that type of relationship, because there are times when things like this happen. Death can happen, okay? Somebody's brain can snap on the woman's side and the man can snap, or he can push you too hard, you fall and hit a rock. That's concussion. You know,
or he falls and hits your knife.
Or he falls and hits your knife. She says it was an accident. What do you guys think? Again, we can't wait to see your comments. I know that people are out there and you have something to say. And would you tell on your best friend? I think it's a no for me. I wouldn't tell on my best friend. I know that the jokes are in poor taste and it's horrible to be talking about losing someone's life. I wish she would have just left him. Let's say that. But maybe she wasn't strong enough to do that, and the opportunity presented itself and she took a hold of that. Charlie, what's your final thoughts?
My final thoughts are, if you think she did it,
she most likely did.
If she most likely did it, send her to counseling, because the truth will always come out. Or let time do its own, because they always say what's done in the dark will come to the light. There's nothing new under the sun. So just let time do it on its own. She'll either confess, because clearly she's crazy and she killed somebody.
Killed somebody.
So she'll confess on her own, or maybe justice has been served.
Justice. Okay.
But you stay out of it.
I also shot a movie this weekend. Dun dun dun.
Talk about that.
I'm gonna be the voodoo lady in a movie called Justice, so y'all be on the lookout. Okay. I got a little dark and gory. I have it in me, even though I'm goofy most of the time. No, it's okay. Speaking of other phenomenal women, there's a lady. I forgot her name. I didn't write it down. Sorry. She climbed Mount Everest.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yes, that is super phenomenal. I was going to put that in the sports section, but since the guys aren't here, I decided to just skip right over that because the Texans won and the Cowboys lost. Again. Like, I thought they had it in the bag.
The way we started out that game was so strong.
I thought they had it in the bag. Y'all know I also like to give you a little bit of a movie scoop. Holidays are coming up and you're going to need those movies that are for everybody, right? So I'm going to throw a throwback in here. If you have not watched The Prestige, that has a little bit of something for everybody because there's the magic that will intrigue the kids. There's a love story kind of in there. There's lots inside that movie. So I'm going to suggest that one for the holidays so you can make grandmama happy and you can make the teens happy. And then I'm also going to say go see The Mandalorian, okay? And then we'll talk about it later because I don't know if I'm here for that or not.
Why?
Star Trek, Baby Yoda, I don't know. Star Wars, sorry.
All the stars.
Star Wars. The Mandalorian. Go and check it out. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been another phenomenal episode of I'm Just Saying. Remember, December the 12th, we're going on a bike ride over at 5015. We'd love to have you there. Talk to you on Thursday.